Hi all, long time no see. Running late as usual for doing the video for the Summer Wall Festival. That happened in July. It's now the 4th of August and the Summer Wall Festival was the, what was the dates? 26th and 27th, not awake, 26th and 27th of July. But I didn't get a chance to film this last week because we've been changing things. If you've seen my lives, you'll know that I've been changing everything around here. So I didn't get a chance to film. So we're filming it today. So I just thought I'd show you what I got, which isn't much. I was very good. And tell you a little about the show. And at the end of this, there is most, but not all, of these stalls I recorded before we opened up. And some of the stalls hadn't fully opened up, so we didn't get to see them. They still had cloths and things over, so I couldn't film those, but we caught most of them, so hopefully you can see. There's only, I think it's about 17 minutes of footage of the stalls, because there's a lot of stalls, but please do stick around, have a look, see if there's anything you like. Every stall video should have an image telling you who they are, getting their banner or whatever, so that you can look them up. I'm not going to type up on the screen, it will take me forever. But I will also have in the description a link to the Summer Wall Festival's exhibitor page, which for now will be correct. Obviously in a year's time it's going to show the new exhibitors, but for now it's correct. So if you're viewing this in August 2025, it is correct, and will be probably till the end of the year. Then it might switch over to the new ones. I don't know. I can't remember when they update, when they make their decisions. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I got. And as per usual, I went to Gail. Gail happened to be beside me this time round, but those who have been around a while will know that every time I go to a wool show that Gail made by me is there, she makes these awesome bags that I always buy, a different one each time, and I love them because they have poppers, and so I can hook them onto my wheelchair and have a project with me, and I can hook them through the handlebar so they can't fall off, they're stuck on there. So I got this one. I needed one with black and white to go with my Panda tape measure. I tried to get a bag that matches the colour of my tape measure, and I didn't have a black and white one, so I got that. I also got this scissor holder, so I can put some scissors in. I try to have a scissor holder to go with each bag and a pair of scissors for each bag. That way I've always got scissors with me whenever I grab a project. I need to get some more needle cases because I don't have enough needle cases, because I try to always have needles and stitch markers and things like that with me in every project, so I don't have to go hunting. So I need to get another needle bag. I'll sort something out. But I love that bag. I always love Gail's bags. She does absolutely beautiful bags. She does way more than just the poppers. You only see the poppers from me because they work on my wheelchair, but she has proper tote bags and non-popper bags and Japanese knot style bags and all sorts. So do check her out. Her stall is in one of the videos, so keep an eye out for that. But then I also went to Crochet UK and got myself a parasol. So this is the parasol frame, and then I got this yarn to go with it, which is just so pretty, had to be done. I have a card here, so I'll show you this. So it's Crochet UK. Now she makes up these skeins herself. She makes these, the fades. She picks the colours, does the math, all that stuff, and creates the most beautiful gradient yarns. So totally recommend checking out. This is the other side of her card. If it will focus, there you go. Totally recommend checking out. She has the most beautiful stuff. And the parasol pattern I bought from her is actually, it's called In Bloom Parasol, and it's by Jenny Amos, I don't know, by the Beach Crochet, anyway. So this is the one I got. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now this one apparently is the slightly more in-depth one. It's got extra stitches, it gives it a little extra. The original one I was looking at was more beginner level. but I'm going to buy it anyway. She sold me on this one when she was showing it. They're very similar, but they've got just slight changes that means that I can have 2 different power cells. So I'm going to make this one, then I already have a frame that I bought from someone else before, from a friend who bought one to make with fabric, and then she never made it. So I'm going to use that frame I bought to do the other one. I just need to buy it. But that means I'll have some nice pretty power cells. And then my job is to try to work out how to attach them to my wheelchair, because that bit I ain't got a clue on. But I'll worry about that later. But I'm looking forward to getting that done, because I've wanted one for so long. I did start designing my own many years ago, but I couldn't find the actual power cell skeletons. Now I know where I can get them from. I might go back to designing my own at some point, but I'm just going to do a couple of patterns of other people's to make sure I understand it all fully before I go back to doing my ones, because I was winging it completely at that point. Because back when I was looking for them years ago, I couldn't find them anywhere. And now there's loads, which is great. So that's all I bought. I did buy dyes, but I needed dyes for dyeing up. I needed my neon, so I went to Dean's Home Crafts and got my dyes. But I haven't bought them in here. They're in the garage with the rest of the dyes. You don't need to see them. They're just my normal neon colours. But that is about it. That's all I bought. I was a very good girl. I've had some new stock, if you haven't seen. So do check out my Instagram and that. There's now 3D printed yarn bowls. I do that because right now over there is a bunch more bowls printing. If you check my Instagram, you'll see photos and videos from today of the new ones coming. There's actually multicoloured ones coming as well. But I will share them once I've had a chance to do the test run and make sure they work. So yeah, new stock coming for the Southern Wool Show, which is the next one, which is the end of this month. It's the 30th and 31st of August, I believe. Yes, 30th and 31st of August I will be at the Southern Wool Show, which is in Newbury, so if you're there, do come, say hi, show me what you're working on, just have a chat. I love to chat. I will be in the Berkshire stand. If you look at where the bar area is, which is not open, but if you look where the bar is, I'm in one of the little coupioles to the side there. You won't miss me with my very bright yarn. But I'm there, so do come and say hi. But I had a wonderful time at the Summer Wool Show, Summer Wool Festival. As usual, it was always fabulous. It always is. I was in the corridor, which was a new place for me, and actually I absolutely loved it. I was a little worried about being put in the corridor because of space, because it is smaller. But actually it was wonderful, and I had record sales. It was so busy. It was amazing, and I had a really, really lovely time, and I look forward to hopefully going back next year. But it was really good. So that's about it really. There's not much to keep up on because I don't have much to show nowadays. I don't have a lot of personal craft time because I'm so busy with business craft stuff, which is why I've not done any catch-up videos, because there's nothing to show. But do check me out on my lives. I do lives Tuesdays and Thursdays at the moment, 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. UK time. Tuesdays I do games, so I'm playing a computer game, usually puzzle related. Then in October I'm going with scary games, wish me luck. And Thursdays I do crafts, and I change which crafts I'm doing depending on the week. But I'm also going to introduce puzzle, that side, jigsaw puzzle live stream some point during the week, and I'm going to introduce Warhammer live streams when I'm painting my models, while building and painting them. They will also be coming hopefully from next week, so I'm finally getting everything sorted that I can be able to go live without having to move things around everywhere. So if you're not following me on Twitch, do come on over. I'm Sonia Jones on there, but everything's in the description. That's my brother calling. I'll be back in a second. Back again. For you it'll be me a second. My brother just let me know they're on their way, so I've got to wrap this up. But yes, as I was saying, everything's in the description. All my Twitch and my secondary YouTube channel, which is Puzzles and Games, is where I put shorter videos, actual shorts, but also the cut down versions of my live streams for any game footage and eventually jigsaw puzzle footage. but my craft stuff always stays on this channel because this is my main channel, so I tend to keep most of it on here and just move some secondary stuff over there as I build up that channel. But Twitch has everything on it. There's no secondary channel, everything goes in one place on Twitch. But do come along and say hi if you want to. You can just lurk, you don't have to comment in the chat for Twitch. We welcome lurkers. A lot of people just put me on while they're working themselves at something in the background. But yeah, come along and say hi. But I'm going to have to go because I've got to wrap this up and get this edited before they arrive, which I haven't got long. It's going to take them probably about 10-15 minutes. So I will see you all soon. You all take care. Bye.